Okay, so now what we shall do is we shall crimp. We need some crimps. Let's get some crimps and a crimper. I don't think I'm going to use a wire guardian. I don't think so. But I will use the magical crimper. I think this is the magical crimper. I think so. What am I doing? Okay. So let's go like this. And then, okay, again, I have to feed this on the correct direction that I want it to lay. So yeah, so that's correct. Yeah, okay. And so now I just put a crimp on, guys, and put on my clasp. And I mean, we could use a wire guardian, but I don't think we need to. And so I'm just gonna feed it just back through just my crimp, my tail. Pretty sure it's not going through those little guys. So let's see here. Let me give myself a nice long enough piece over here. Okay. And so let's see here. Let's pull that up. Let me pull my crimp up, but I do just need a little bit of wiggle room. Let's make sure my tails aren't crossed there. Okay, and I'll crimp that off. Make sure that can move. Yeah, it can. So I'm just being mindful of how much I'm pulling my loop. Okay. And I'm making sure I'm not too tight here. Okay, because we're going to actually dangle something right from the end there as well. So let me just make sure that that is all I need. I think that's all I need. Let me grab a jump ring. Here it is. I think all we need is like, yeah, that should do it. So we just need a tiny little bit right here for a 4mm jump ring, and I'll crimp that off. Obviously using the magical crimper, guys. So we just go round and round and smush until we don't feel any resistance or tension. And then we know it's all happy and all crimped and not gonna go anywhere. Nice and tight and happy. Magical crimper is definitely the right decision on a design like this, because these definitely weigh a ton. By the way, guys, you would think that the scratch right here, by the way, you see that? I got a little boo-boo. In fact, I need to put peroxide. It's kind of red. You would think that's gypsy, right? But it is not. I was making dangles last night. I had a custom order for some dangles, and the purse charms and the key dangles, and I was cutting this thicker chain, and I needed to get a different pair of pliers, and I went like that, and my plier, I put too much force, my plier went just like that and completely gouged my hand. So I have an ouchie. I have a little boo-boo. And so yes, guys, for those of you that don't know, now you do know that yes, you can make boo-boos in jewelry making. You can still have boo-boos in jewelry making. That is just a fact. I'm proof of it. Miss Accident Prone over here. Do that. Boy, what a mess. Yay! I like it when it's messy. That means we're doing things. I love a messy map. Oh, I guess I can get rid of that. Cut your tail at any time, Jen. Okay, and so I know that I can get a piece of 22 gauge wire. Haha, yes I can. Okay, guys, so I'll just do a quick little loopy-loop situation here. All we need is a small, tiny loop. And just open that loop back up a little bit there. And I'm going to slide that down in there if you'll go. Thank you. And pop my little charm on there. Where's my loop? Where'd you go? Okay. Oops. And now I shall just do a quick little wire wrap situation here. Just try to do a tiny little clean wrap there. And there we go, guys. Uh-oh. Hi, Gypsy. Yeah, there's no room on the table. My goodness. What were you doing? Just tuck that in a little there. And there we go. So then I've got my little charm at the end. And let me get this stuff out of the way and show you guys what we spent. Friday Night Frolic. Oh my gosh, you guys, look. I cannot. We've got a tree. We've got flower bead caps, petal caps, really. We've got this beautiful flower front toggle. And look at that. Look at how beautiful that is, you guys. With the matte and the shiny, the contrast, it's absolutely sensational. We have our front toggle that slides a nice, probably 5 inches. And then we have our petal caps with a beautiful little tree charm at the bottom there. Look at how beautiful that is. So there you guys go. I'll pull it up close. And then the contrast with that matte and shiny. It's just absolutely sensational. It really is beautiful, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for joining me for Friday Night Frolic. And we did some fun designing with this beautiful, beautiful box. It just turned out so pretty. I love it. I don't know what I'm going to name it yet, but I'll think of a pretty name. It's just absolutely beautiful. Love it. Okay, guys, until next time, friends, be blessed.